Alright, Portland. Alright, Portland, you're really perplexing me today. Okay, so I come here, I'm at the intersection of something and something else. So we've got a dead end sign here. But I'm looking up here and I'm like, this isn't a dead end. The road goes through. However, as I go further down the road, I realize there's an arrow pointing back towards me, meaning this is a one-way road, only going this way. And there's these do not enter signs up here. So my issue is, if it's one way and it's only going back that way, why are you putting a dead end sign there? That implies to people that you can go this way. You just won't be able to go through. Shouldn't these do not enter signs be located at that intersection instead of way up here where it's too late to realize you screwed up and then you have a head-on collision with somebody? Am I wrong? I'm so confused.
Historian.
I am in Southeast Portland today, and my objective is to get a little bit further west of here because of something that I always forget is in the city, and that is the East Side Esplanade, if you want to say it that way, or Esplanade. It's pretty much just a bunch of Portland trying to be unique. They couldn't just call it the Portland, the East Side Pathway. They had to call it the East Side Esplanade. But anyway, it kind of parallels the waterfront park on the west side, and it's this path that just kind of straddles the east side of the Willamette River right across from downtown Portland. And I've only been on it in the part that's around OMSI. I've never been down the rest of it, and essentially the pathway takes you from the general vicinity of OMSI all the way along the Willamette River, and it comes out kind of around Moda Center, which worked just swell for me. So I'm gonna walk the East Side Esplanade. So what sucks is I want to be over there on the other side of all these railroad tracks and stuff, and all these, fences that say no trespassing, because OMSI's like right over there, and I know the pathway starts like right over there, but I have to go the dark way. Old forgotten staircase. And this sign, which is one of the most ignorant things ever, it says everything is everything, which is like, wow, deep, bruh. It smells like pure flatulence. This almost looks abandoned. Anyway, I think I'm getting closer, but my objective is I'm gonna do this This is my objective. Don't know if it's gonna turn out that way. I'm gonna do this video, it's gonna be another kind of uncut type thing. I'm gonna walk the whole length of the Esplanade, and just gonna leave the camera running the whole time and just show you what's to be seen through there. Honestly, first ice cream truck I've seen all summer. Fancy that, I turned a corner and didn't even realize I was walking by. This is the old entryway to the Taylor Electrical Company building that got torched several years ago. Did a video on it on my channel called The Things You Find in the City, and I kind of do a full wraparound. This is new though. This was not like this. This is like they've like completely covered the building with new art. It was more kind of sporadic art, but now it's like the whole, you know, what's left of the building. Yeah, it's been just covered. This is recent. This has been done in the last, like, you know, 2, maybe 3 months. Clay and Water Avenue, and I cross over. Here's the driveway. OMSI's right down there, as you can tell by the big ass red sign. I get right across this parking lot and I'm gonna be where I need to be. And then, yeah, some remains of the old PGE grounds. OMSI's back there. And this is I-5 freeway that runs essentially from the Canadian border all the way down to the Mexican border. Kind of runs the whole Pacific coast. And here's where it wraps and crosses the bridge over to the west side. And then this is kind of southwest of downtown. A lot of these high rises are, these like $1 million apartments. And then there's a lot of exiting off of, there's a lot of off ramps and stuff to allow people to get down here, but here we are. This is, okay, East Bank Esplanade, whatever. And then this is just a downtown image, so you only see a little bit of it, but you see it kind of runs parallel to Waterfront Park. And here's, well, downtown, and Hawthorne Bridge right over there that I'm about to go under. Hawthorne Bridge is one of the oldest bridges in terms of the ones that cross the river into downtown, and there's like 10 of them. Construction work being done. Beach. You can actually kind of go down to the beach, hang out. They actually gave you a rock walkway to go down. That's pretty cool. One of the many places you don't want to be when the big quake hits. But yeah, this is pretty cool. They give you, they're at least encouraging you to go hang out down by the water. So yeah, there's a lot of overpassing chaos going on. We're just essentially walking underneath the freeway right now. Ah, we got one of these here. This is probably a recreation. I don't know if it's one of the original ones, but yeah, there's... Sorry, I was thirsty. Sorry. I thought the Esplanade went that way. Never mind. path down there. Not that I'm gonna go down there. You got these willow trees here. Yeah, this thing didn't quite work as an uncut because a woman who was clearly running decided to step right in front of me and then start walking. So she was literally right in front of me, and it was like, okay, well, I'm trying to film in front of me, and all I'm gonna get is your sweaty back. So, what you gonna do? Uh-oh. Hold the phone, it's a feast. Hello, boys. Oh no, don't let me scare you off. I mean, I should have known that was what was going to happen. I just wanted to spend some time with my fellow birds. That's frightening. It's a bronze statue of Vera Katz, who was the old mayor of Portland, mostly during the 90s. Not a fan, personally. A lot of frills and not a lot of substance. So, I guess this East Bank Esplanade was named after Vera Katz, which, I mean, she did just die. I'm certainly not trying to knock her in death. Her death was actually somewhat recent. And I don't think she was a bad person or anything. I just think she was a let's make everything pretty before we fix everything type of mayor. There's a lot of stuff, you know, and it's like, you know, she was the one in charge when the gentrification really started just blossoming and getting out of control in this town, and all these, you know, non-white people that had been living in, you know, northeast Portland, that had been enduring just, you know, hardships for decades. And then we go in and gentrify the whole place, and guess who loses their homes? You know, the area gets fixed up, and who gets to live in it and reap its rewards? Well, a bunch of white people come in and do that. So, you know, I'm not blaming her for, you know, racism, but it was just, she's given a little too much credit for doing a lot of stuff that, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't come here to get political. I came here to get lit. This is cool. Got some history of the Morrison Bridge. And here's, yeah, Morrison Bridge used to be in another area, and then when they built a new one, it wasn't quite in the same spot. The original Morrison Bridge was real old. October 22nd, 1956, Earthslide killed William Davies, age 53, while he was working on Morrison's West End approach. Wow. And then, for frame of reference, this is your friendly neighborhood Morrison Bridge. I honestly don't even know if this video is going to be usable. I'm getting pelted by wind. I've got traffic out the Yahoo. I don't know how much of this is going to be usable. Oh man, now this is very old school Portland up here. Yeah, you see things like this. This is very like 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s Portland. These wraparound, elevated ramps, staircases, what have you. And the bars are all kind of like this. A lot of them, if you go further east, a lot of these are more green looking. Like the bars and whatnot are more green, but they're everywhere. No idea what any of this is. Jeez. What kind of artwork that's supposed to be, but it confused the hell out of me. A little piece that just kind of dangles off in the water. And it's interesting because part of, if you look this up on like Google Maps, it suggests that a big chunk of this is just like hanging out over the river, when really it's just like right on the river. So it's kind of cool. Look at this though. There's like a big, my shadow, hi. There's a big, that's like what you tie a boat to, and look, this is like an old chunk of concrete that was used for something else. Like something else definitely used to be here. But yeah, you've got all of this old concrete and stuff just down by the water, just breaking off over time. There's more of it down there. And then that looks like just the rotted out remains of a dock of some kind, and that might even be a big tube for water to roll out, and there's just concrete all up along here. And right on site, here's a discussion of Willamette River traffic. And yeah, I'm not sure which side is which, whether that's the east side or west side, or this is, I'm wondering, I'm assuming this is the east side because we're on the east side right now. So maybe this is what was here, this big structure. I'm not dead certain. But yeah, and this is the steel bridge, because it's got the little building thing on top, which is right over there. So it's got this little building here, and then that's the Broadway bridge back there. Fate and futures of construction of locks. Yeah, locks were made here in 1873. Oh no, that's in Oregon City. Sorry. So yeah, it's just a lot about boats that came through, were stationed here, so on and so forth. I can only assume that that's what a lot of this was this was just an area. God, look, even like right down here, you can see it. That this was just a lot of, these are just the old broken off, kind of forgotten, which I'm glad they left him here for historical purposes, but these are all just broken off remains of, like, you know, maybe a seawall of some kind, like, you know, what looks to be still standing here. And, you know, that's there, that obviously was used to tie a boat on, but it's friggin' huge, like it had to be a pretty good sized boat. And there's probably more along here. That's history for you. And it's been here so long, it's got like dirt and grass growth on it, but this is still lingering here, hanging out. Yeah, look at the way the rock breaks down there. And then there's more. This big chunk down here, and then there's more. It's kind of layered and broken, a lot like how the rock is down there. So it just kind of went all along here. I think this is just another chunk. Yeah, this is just another chunk of what used to be here. If I wasn't so shaky about heights, I'd hop this fence on here. This is so cool. Go check that out. Yeah, like how much longer does this thing go out? It's just all this cool old rock and fishermen. Look at this, it's concrete, but it almost looks like it's like a lava flow. Oh. Look at this, you can walk right down to it. I can't bet, what is happening? Did we just go to war? What is happening? Sons of bitches are everywhere. Steady as an amateur historian. Look at this, look at just the broken up, layered nature of all this rock. Made it down a few steps. Look at the layering in this concrete. And then look, like there's like totally, how could you not have a homeless shelter set up under there? That's perfect. And then you got this, all this old, these old remains, this old wire. Look at that. And this has been in the water so long that it's just overrun with miscellaneous whatnot. This is so cool. And I mean, you can come down here. There's literally a spot right there where you can come down. There's two guys fishing on the other side of this, but look under here. Oh my God. This is so cool. I am definitely, look at this under here. Time to get some pictures if I can. Yes. Look at this. The concrete is still like rounded from where obviously there was this old hunk of wood in here. And then there's like a cave. I mean, a cave that, like, you know, a cat could get into. I'm not gonna try. Dude, it is so, I mean, look at this, the aged layers of rock and stuff. This is an archaeologist's dream. I'm getting too lit. I can't speak anymore. This is so cool under here. Not a good spot to be when the earthquake happens, though. This is gonna kill me. Oh, man. That was lit. Romeo was here. Or something. That might be an actual homeless camp, and then the rocks just go down that way. I can't get enough. Totally unexpected. And totally allowed. Like literally, you just kind of come off and walk down here. So that's nice. You know, it's hard to go see cool things like that in this city. Woo. Yeah. So I was right down in there, and I saw a lot of trash here, so I thought maybe there was a homeless camp here. I mean, still open homeless camp, and there's obviously stuff down there. There's still so many of these big chunks of concrete. And from my side, you got the Moda Center dead ahead. Got the U.S. Bank Tower, which that's kind of, you go this direction from there. This is all Chinatown mostly over here. And then this is Old Town right here. Oh my God, he's back. What is this guy doing? This guy just keeps circling. I think he's after me, I think, when all is said and done. Oh. So right here, references the Stark Street Ferry. Ferry at Stark Street, Jefferson Street, and Albina. Nice program. Stark Street Ferry. Toll. So it says people paid a toll to cross the Morrison or the Steel. Well, there's the Morrison, and the Steel's right over there. So the ferry was probably right in this area. The ferry may have some historical connection to all this stuff too. I don't know. I'd have to look up that history. The ferry was named for, oh, Benjamin's. Well, now I know who Stark is. Some guy named Benjamin Stark, who came to Portland in 1845, gained control of a key strip of land in the West Side Business District. What? Briefly, sir, he was a senator. City bought the ferry in 7 months. Yeah. All these buildings in this picture are probably gone. I'm trying to find something I can match with something over there, but that's all waterfront now. This is back when Waterfront Park didn't exist. It was all businesses, and here's the ferry. Ran hour after hour. Oh yeah, the Metropolis Hotel was built a step from the, and the Metropolis Hotel was right next to where the iconic 1873 fire happened in this city. That literally, if you look over here, well, maybe over here, from more or less where the Morrison Bridge comes through, all of this over here, you know, as it appeared in the 1870s, was destroyed. It was over 20 blocks of the city were destroyed by this fire. That was started right next to the Metropolis Hotel. So it says two, this has got to be the Metropolis Hotel. So this is the general area where that massive fire started. So they just kind of give you your options. Oh, dude, look at this. This is historical as hell too. Ghost ship. But yeah, I wonder what this had to be some kind of ship docking Port of Portland thing too. Maybe the Stark Street Ferry was around here. You know, if the sign for it's right back over there. But yeah, we're still just, yeah, look at that. That's cool too. Definitely a place where boats used to dock. But we're still over land for the most part. And if you look directly down, you can see everything below us. Especially if I move fast enough. I think it finally makes sense. We're coming up to the Burnside Bridge, which, for the record, I probably said this before, but if you don't know the city of Portland, Burnside, which crosses over here, is what separates north, south, and North Portland. So if you're over there on that side of the river, north of Burnside, you are in Northwest Portland. If you're over here, that side of Burnside, you're in Northeast Portland. Did I say Northeast? I'm sorry. Anyway, now I get what they meant when they say you go down on the water. I guess you can stay up here, but I mean, that's boring. Well, you can go down this way. Okay, this is cool. I will hand it to the city of Portland. They don't screw absolutely everything up. This is pretty cool. I like that they let you kind of linger down over the water. And I'm actually probably going to solve a bit of a mystery. There, according, you know, it's officially documented, and I've seen no documentation that says it's been demolished. There was, or is, a building, like, I don't remember what it was, like a power station or something like that, that apparently stood right next to the steel bridge, like down here from the bridge. But, you know, when you're up there, you can't see it. And I thought there was no way to get down here. Lo and behold, the East Esplenade has helped us in that quandary. God, look at how close we are. We're only we're like a foot and a half above the water, at least the metal down there is. I wonder if this has mobility. It probably does, because what about when it's winter time and the water levels rise considerably? They have to have some plan for that. I just love it. We're so close to the water. It's flooding. We're screwed. Look at this guy having the time of his life. Yeah, we're like right on the river. I absolutely love it. Oh. Named after Kevin Duckworth Memorial Dock. It's pretty cool. Look at this though. Well, hello. So it's down to you and me now, is it? Hey fella. It's alright. I'm just here to be he's drooling. Look at this dock. This isn't a dock. This is a flop house. Kind of go. Oh. I love you guys. I just wish you loved me back. Hey little fella. It's alright. I'm just taking in a bit of history. It's okay. Hello. No need for hissing. No need for hissing. Just hanging out. I'm one of you guys, right? One with the birds. We're all on the same page, right? Not this guy. He's like, the hell with this, I'm out of here. The Kevin Duckworth Memorial Talk. Just a place for the, oh geez, well, watch your feet while you're out here. I'd like to walk the length of this, but I'm concerned I'm not going to make it back alive. And it seems I'm pissing these birds off enough. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for not hissing at me. Over here as well. Look at all ya. What have we got here? Oh, there's actually some homeless camp down here. I wasn't expecting actually. I saw homeless remains. I didn't realize there was actually a camp down here. Just keeping my eye on the road ahead. I felt the moment we pretty much got past that part, now it's all like sketchy and railroady and industrial. So I just saw this here, so I guess this right here is technically like the end of the Esplanade portion, which I mean I'm pretty close anyway. I'm almost to the steel bridge. The Moda Center's like right over there. But I mean, the path goes on. I don't know why. You know, usually when there's a sign back there, that implies this is the beginning. But the pathway keeps going. But yeah, this just wraps around and crosses the steel bridge. I had no idea this was here. I'm probably gonna solve that question about this old building too. I don't see anything down here. There's like a little something over there, but it kind of implied that it was in this area over here, and I don't see it. So whatever that building was, it's either been mismarked or it's just in the wrong place. I didn't know that railroad lines, I forgot thought that railroad lines also went across here, but they go under the bridge, because here's the road part, the only part that I'm used to. You can walk across it under here. I hate to say it, but I don't have energy to, I don't want to do the full trek across the bridge. It's just cool knowing that's here and kind of secluded. So I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna head up this staircase it's gonna take me out somewhere. I don't know for certain. That'll just about do it for my trek down this cool, lesser known route along the Willamette River, across the way from downtown. And I'd like to thank you all for coming along on the trip with me. Found stuff that was unexpected, which is kind of just becoming a normal thing. Find 3 times what I expected to find. And but finding those old rock formations from way in the past. Awesome. Until next time, guys. This has been Steve the Amateur Historian. Just saw a rat run over there. Anyway, Steve the Amateur Historian. Bye.